It's Get Well Wednesday, and it's brought to you by The Balm in Gilead. Take a loved one to the doctor today, and The Balm in Gilead are helping the Black community understand life-threatening diseases such as Alzheimer's, diabetes, and asthma. Learn more at Balm in Gilead. That's BALMNIN, Gilead, GILEAD.org, or follow us at Healthy Churches 2020. Dr. Pernessa Seal is the CEO and the founder of Balm in Gilead. She's a native of Lincolnville, South Carolina.
That's right.
Went to Clark. And the organization's mission is to prevent diseases and to improve the health status of individuals who are disproportionately affected by high rates of health disparities. And you're doing it through the church.
Got to do it through the church because, the church, with all of its flaws, it is still the basic of who we are in the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Doc.
How you doing? And thank you so much for being a part of Take a Loved One to the Doctor and the family reunion. Thank you so much.
Yes. We are just so excited to be in this partnership with you, to stay in this partnership with you, and the work that you are doing over these years is just fantastic. And we're just happy for your partnership in getting this information out to our people because, we can't do this. We work with all churches across the country. And I tell people every day, you got to be called by the Lord to work with the Black church. But we are, you probably say the same thing about being on radio every morning, too.
Yes. Okay, so explain the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia.
Well, one of the initiatives of the Balm in Gilead is our National Brain Health Center for African Americans. And Alzheimer's, African Americans, we have among the highest rates of this disease in the country. And sometimes we get it confused because dementia is the overall umbrella, of this disease. It's described as symptoms.
Okay.
And Alzheimer's is the most common dementia. Alzheimer's is the most common dementia. It's like cancer. If someone say, "Oh, I got cancer," you say, "Well, what type?" Well, I may have breast cancer, I may have prostate, I may have lung cancer. But so it's the same with dementia. Dementia is the overall arch. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. And other types of dementia is vascular, Parkinson, Huntington. So, that's the main difference that we really have to educate our community about.
Mm-hmm. I got Trump cancer.
Don't let it get you down, brother. Don't let it get you down.
For those of us of certain age, Pernessa, is there anything we can do to prevent Alzheimer's?
Well, Alzheimer's, as research is showing, there's no cure. We're getting better and better treatment, but there's still no cure. But for us in the African American community, we look at it as we suffer from some severe chronic diseases all of our lives, like obesity, diabetes, hypertension. And all of these chronic diseases that we suffer from over our lives push us toward Alzheimer's in our later years. And now we're even seeing people as early as in their 40s getting Alzheimer's because we are also experiencing, severe chronic disease. When you look at our kids today, we're seeing, type 2 diabetes in our kids today. So that's why we are the Balm in Gilead. We are focused on getting our folks, our community, our churches to get involved with dealing with the health issues in the pew and in the community. Because when we begin to, deal with chronic diseases in our early lives, we'll also begin to see differences when we get in our later years.
Doc, one of the problems my family is going through right now with an uncle is that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And yet now the doctors are saying he doesn't have Alzheimer's, and they're not even sure about the type of dementia that he has if he does have dementia. It's really kind of frustrating for those on the outside going through this and trying to figure it out. How do we, go through this path and find people who really can give us the definitive diagnosis?
I think it's just a maze, and your story
It is
is
a
a
maze.
common one. It's just a maze of just seeking out, resources, seeking out the Alzheimer's Association, seeking out just going to, it's just hard. There may be some clinical studies that are available in your area. There may be if there's a university, that's usually on the cutting edge of research.
Right.
You may be able to seek some, information from there and some resources and a pathway.
Yeah.
But this is a disease that there is so much unknown. We know that we don't know so much more than we know.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Pranessa Seal, you are celebrating 31 years. 31 years with Mama
31
Gilead.
years. 31 years of
Nice.
a little idea that I started to get churches in Harlem involved with HIV and AIDS.
Bless
You
your
know,
heart.
and I was running behind you then, trying to help. Lord, if I could just get these churches to do something about HIV and
remember.
AIDS and stop the stigma and all that. And that initiative has just brought us 31 years to just talk about everything.
God
and you
bless
got a
from
big conference coming up, huh?
Yep, the Healthy Churches 2020 conference, and we're excited where our most renowned public leaders and our faith leaders are coming together to find solutions and resources. And we want to invite everybody who's at a Black church to come out and get involved because we need to tackle health disparities.
When and
Healthy
where?
Churches 2020 conference, November 19th to the 22nd in Charlotte, North
All right.
Carolina.